Brandon Parker, back again with another gameplay on DC Universe Online, playing as my now, used to be Earth Tank, which is now Red Lantern now, Rage Power now, so which is pretty cool. It just came out, so it's really nice. It just came out yesterday, so it's pretty cool. I really like this, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. So I'm enjoying this power a lot. I like what it does. I like that you can spit, and you can also have like an aura kind of on you a little bit, like you see there. It's kind of like a shield a little bit. It was pretty cool, pretty neat power. Red's my favorite color. You can see here with my controller. So red is my ultimate favorite color. So I was very excited when the Red Lantern powers came out, and it came out early for the legendary member. So if you're legendary, you get to have this. I don't know if you just became legendary just because for this power. I don't know if you get to have it, but I've been legendary for about a year on the PS3, so it's pretty cool. So it's pretty sweet, because I actually, like I mentioned a few times in my past videos on DC Universe Online, that I've been playing this game actually since 2011 when the game came out, back in October. This came out like in January of 2011, but I found out about the game in October of that year, so I've been playing it since then, and I really enjoy this game a lot, and where it's come and everything about it. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty addicting. It's the best MMO that I played so far, and really the only one I really tried. I gotta get other MMOs a chance, and I've been playing other games, of course, because you can see that with my channel, but I really like this game a lot. It's just really fun, and it's the best superhero game right now. It beats all of the Marvel ones, because every Marvel one that I've tried to get into, they have been boring. Every single one of them. Like, I really do not like Marvel heroes. I do not like. That's an MMO, and you only get to play as the heroes, but you don't get to create your own like this game. This is what makes this game a lot better. And this game actually came out before it, and Marvel Heroes came out like June of last year, and so it hasn't been out for that long, and I really do not like it. They're asking too much for something. Like, I was going to try to be a paid member on there, because I was going to really give it a chance, but I just could not get into it. And I haven't given it another chance. Two is because it's only for PC. There is no PS3 version, PS4, whatever. Because I'm going to get a PS4 in about a year after I've had this. So when the games, like, they don't make any more for the PS3, then that's when I'll get a PS4. Or like I said in my last few videos, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, that's when I'll officially get the PS4. So I'm going to stay a PlayStation Network partner or whatever member, PlayStation Network membership. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to have to update it at the end of next month, because that's when I first got my PS3. I know I waited a bit too long, but I've been doing a lot of gameplays over the last year, and I'm going to do a lot more this year. I like to get a lot more into the older games if I can. Gotta finish Spyro, so I gotta do some more on that. I'm going to try to do some more this weekend on Spyro, get back into that game, so I can do Medieval, go back to that classic one, and then do some Super Nintendo stuff and all that, because I like to mix it up, talking about old games and new games together and stuff. And later on, more in the future, I would like to do more reviews instead of just gameplays. So kind of like what Angry Joe does, but more of my style with it, because I like what he does, and I don't want to copy what he does, because my goal with everything I do, I like to put my own style to it, and you really can't really copy anybody unless you steal their content. That's the only way you're copying, or you try claiming it, but that's not me. I like to do my own style. So, but this power is really sweet. Range is nice. I like that you can spit. You can spin here. It's you kind of like got a sword and you spin. That's pretty cool. I haven't really tested out all the loadouts with this yet, with all the powers. I'm trying this one out, and so far it's what I like as of right now. As I know, you can do combos with this power, like the other lantern powers, the yellow and the green, which the yellow and green are pretty much the same, just a tad bit different, but because they're both controllers, and this one's a tank, so it's really sweet. So I didn't really have to do anything to my tank character or create a new one. I can just continue off where he was. Other than I had to use 1,000 of my loyalty points because I had 1,100, so I only have 100 loyalty points now because I'm a legendary member, and I've been a legendary member for a really long time since the game pretty much came out, and then I've been playing it for a year on the PS3 so far. So I'm very excited with this power. I just love it a lot. It's really nice. You can only see that I like the yellow and the green lantern powers. So this is got more of a tank feel, so it's pretty nice. I like it. I like spitting a lot, and I like throwing my ring power and all that, and knocking down enemies. It's just really sweet. It's just really nice power. I gotta check out some of the different combinations so I can do the combos, because I really don't know how to do them yet. I've tried smashing different buttons and I don't see my character doing any of the combos. That some of the powers that I have in my loadout, they're not doing any of the combos. So I gotta probably check out their website or discuss with them about it or something, open up a forum. I know I gotta open up a discussion because in the forums and talk about creating my own league, because I like to do my own league here soon, because it's getting to the point now where the only reason why I'm getting a little bit bored with the game is because I need my own team, I need my own league, because I don't like playing with random people. Some of the random people don't even know how to play this game, and they haven't been around with the game as long as I have. A lot of the people probably only been playing it for like a year, or don't even really know how to play it at all, and they're just barely new into the game. And I'm a dedicated member. I've been playing, like I said, since pretty much the game came out, and I just been through the ups and downs with the game, and mostly this game's had more ups than downs because I've been addicted to it, and I'm a huge fan of games where you create your own character. And since this is like based off of the real iconic characters where you get to play as them if you want in the legendary matches where you're playing player versus player, you play as the iconics and stuff, so I really like that. That's what makes me got me into this game is it's just you can do that. That's really nice. So yeah, and I look like a true lantern as my other two, except they're a tad bit different, because right now I know you can get like gear with this DLC that just came out. Like yesterday this DLC came out, so it's pretty nice. I'm reviewing this right now. It's pretty much what this video is all about, reviewing the powers, and it's really nice. I like the one this power where you spit and it brings the whole ground of spit and everything with the red power. It's really sweet. Like it's like throw up, and it's pretty sweet. It's kind of quirky in a way, but it's really nice. I just like it. And I got knocked out right there because these enemies are pretty tough, and when I'm playing on my own it's kind of hard, and then I'm not really used to the powers yet because this is my first time with it, so I got to get really used to it and test it out a lot more. But what I've been testing out so far, it's just so amazing. It's just what I've expected or was expecting, and I got what I wanted out of this power. And I wanted a red power in the game. It's just really nice. Just really good. And really fun to play this power right now, because I really love the green and yellow lanterns and doing their combos and stuff. So once I figure that out with this power, it'll be really sweet to have 3 lanterns now. I have 5 characters altogether. My other two, the other one's Quantum, as I've done a few videos on him, which is Metallic Theory. And then my Kinetic Fusion is an Electric Healer. And I haven't done a video on him. I'm not really going to do anything with my Kinetic Fusion. But I'll put a link in the description to the name of all my characters, exactly how it's spelled. And you can add them as a friend. And then when you see me online with one of the characters, so look frequently if you're playing this on the PS3. Because I'm not playing this on PC. There's only 2 ways you can play this game, PS3 or PC. And I like that this is only on PS3 instead of Xbox, because I do not like Xbox at all. I do not like where it's going, and it's only getting worse. Xbox One, so I may never ever even go to an Xbox. And I've actually played on it a few times, and I just don't really care too much for it. I can't get into it. I hate Kinect. I hate talking to it, trying to communicate with it. It's just stupid. So I'm glad I have not really never gonna get me an Xbox like the PS3 and all that stuff. I've been playing on PlayStation since the PS1, and the only reason why I gave up on Nintendo so far is it's kind of boring. Most of the games are for little kids that come out on it, and it's just, I don't know, I just grew apart from it, and the games are just not interesting anymore like it used to be. Back in the day, it's pretty much really all you could play on was either Nintendo or Sega, but Sega on the console side has fallen apart, and it's been out of the console race for years now. They still make their own games, like they still do Sonic and all that, but they're making it for like Xbox and PlayStation. So Sega is still making games, but they don't have their own console anymore. I kind of feel bad for them because I thought Sega was alright. They had good ideas, but it just fell apart. Like the first Sega Genesis was the buttons layout was kind of difficult. It was kind of uncomfortable and hard to play the games half the time because it was very, and I didn't like the combinations. Like when I used to play Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis, I was like, wow, it's very hard to fight and use the controller. And kind of, I guess, like the Super Nintendo is controller, like the PS3 and the PS2 and the actually PlayStation controller overall has kind of have the same layout as the Super Nintendo, other than it's got its own like triangle, X, circle, and square. But other than that, PlayStation is controller pretty similar to back in the day with the Nintendo, and I like the layout of the controller. Even with Xbox, I don't. It's hard for me to feel comfortable with the Xbox controls. I really don't. Like they have to press A, and there's a B, and there's a Y, and yeah, they had that on the Super Nintendo controller back in the day. But I don't know. Something about the Xbox. I tried to give it a chance several times, and I can't get into it, and it saddens me that Halo's a really good game, and it only wants to stay on Microsoft, because they're coming out with the new Halo soon, and I would like to get the game, but it's only for Xbox, and I think that's stupid, because other games that used to be for PlayStation only, like Grand Theft Auto, is now on the Xbox, so I can't see why Halo can't do that. I think that's kind of stupid. But certain games, since like I'm glad if they're on the PlayStation only, they should stay on the PlayStation only, because the Xbox is stupid, and I don't know why people don't even play the Xbox. I don't like the Kinect. I don't like. Microsoft has fallen apart for me, and I shouldn't really be dissing Microsoft too much, because I know I like Apple and PlayStation, but I may have to go back to Microsoft's Windows operating system, which is Windows 8, for my next computer, so I can't really, mainly for the price, because I might have to go to an HP Z824's price, because Apple's getting way too expensive. For a Mac Pro, it's going to be like $10,000, and I don't want to spend more than $3,000 for a computer. I would get another MacBook, but I need something that's 32 gigabytes of RAM and very fast, so I can do a lot of 3D animations and more tutorials on my Master Son 88 channel. Because that's why I haven't done that much tutorials in a while, is because I like to get me a faster computer so I can render stuff a lot faster and do more intense tutorials so I can move a lot faster when I want to get things done. And Mac's operating system has been really nice. Apple's been sweet, and even still with my mid 2009 MacBook Pro, but it's outdated, and I could do whatever I can to upgrade, like repair it and fix it up, but it's getting to the point now where it's going to be falling apart and there's really nothing I can do with it. It's time for a new computer, and the only way I'll give Windows a chance again is with the HP Z820, which is around $3,000, because I ain't going to spend more than $3,000 for a computer. It's kind of stupid to spend more than $3,000 when, if like $10,000, you might as well just buy yourself a car. Because cars are around $10,000 to $12,000. You might as well just save another $2,000 just to get you a car. It's stupid. Why does a computer have to be a price of a car? And a lot of cameras are not even $10,000. Like the Red is like $4,000, $4,000 to $5,000. Like I think the most a camera has been is like $7,000. That's still cheaper than what the Mac Pro is going to be. Like for what I want, and I try to go for the cheapest, it's still going to be around $7,000. Like, or even $5,000. It's like pointless. It's like Apple thinks we have enough money for just like, that's not all people are getting is Apple and Apple only. You gotta think about what you're doing, why you want the computer that and the speed of what Apple has is because you want to edit movies, film stuff, and edit your footage. Because I'm in film school, and that's the main reason why I want a fast computer, because I do a lot of animations and editing and all that crap, and I need a fast computer when it's really slow. Like 8 gigabytes of RAM doesn't even cut it anymore. Like and that's the highest I can go with my MacBook mid 2009 MacBook Pro that I have now. It's the only fastest I can install is 8 gigabytes of RAM. So it's kind of disappointing, but it's what I could get at the time, and I was kind of new to Apple still. I never really gave it a chance or really paid attention to it or knew anything about it other than their iPhone. So I really like Apple a lot, but what has me drawn away from Apple is the fact that the price is just too high. So I'm thinking about it a lot, and right around February, like next month sometime, I'm going to get me another computer, and I'll check really hard. If I go back to Apple again, I'll see what I can do on it for 3D animations, like making 3D intros, 3D effects and all that, like using Cinema 4D, because that's what I like to use, is Cinema 4D for my 3D stuff. And then I really did like Final Cut for editing, other than I do not like Final Cut X. It's not stable enough, and I just do not really like it that much. It's falling apart, and I really like Final Cut 7 a lot. I still use Final Cut 7 to this day, even though I'm on Maverick right now, which is Mac 10.9. And it was a free update. I didn't have to pay for Mavericks. Like the other updates that I had to do, I had to pay like $30 for it, which wasn't too bad, because like Windows, every time you upgrade to the next one, it's like $200. It's like, I think that's kind of expensive. It should be like $30 to go to the next operating system, or at least $50, no more than $50. I think when it first came out, it was like, well, almost around 50, but I think they changed it. I think it's like 200 now. I'm not really sure. I have to really check, because I I'm gonna get Windows again, so probably, maybe, I'm thinking about it still. So right around the end of next month sometime, or well, next month for sure sometime, I'll be getting another computer, because I needed one really bad, so I can do a lot of better tutorials on my Magickslider 88 channel, because that's what I plan on doing. But this power is really sweet. I like spitting a lot, so it's really nice. Blowing out like you're blowing breath. It looks more like you're spitting and breathing and blowing out. It's just really cool, and it's kind of quirky, but like, I don't. What kind of has me confused is why is Rage both hero and a villain? Because to me, the only reason why I'm playing with the Rage power as a hero is because I had a tank as a hero, and I don't really care too much for the villain side. I play this game mostly for the heroes, but the only reason why I have a Yellow Lantern is because I like the Yellow Lantern power and stuff, and I like the lanterns overall. I like yellow, green, and red, which of course, like I said, red's my favorite color, so that's why I'm playing as red. And I wanted the red powers, the red lantern powers, really bad. And it would be cool if they come out with blue, which I think they are maybe in part 2. This is a 3-part DLC. This is more of the light part 1. And I can't wait to do the missions for it. But I'm going to need like a league in order to do it. This is going to be kind of hard. To get to where I want to be without creating my own league. So I'm going to post it on the forums, asking for people to check out my gameplays on this that haven't seen it. And if you're watching me play this game or this video right now, I like to call my league Subsistence for the heroes. And if you want to join me on my villain side, which is with my Yellow Lantern, 'cause that's the only villain I'm going to have for right now, because right now I have 4 heroes. I was trying to I wanted 4 characters overall mostly, and it so happened that I just created a villain because I liked the lanterns, all their colors. And I don't know if they're going to create every single lantern color in the game, like white, black, pink. Like, it would be really nice if they did pink for the girls. That would be cool. Or purple, because purple is more of a girl's color, but it's also kind of a guy's color. But like pink, that would be really cool for the girls. That would be really sweet. But I don't know if they would do that only because it's kind of, pink is like gender based, and I think in the comics, because I haven't read all the every single one of them, just a few, and the pink lanterns are mostly made of female lanterns, so it's kind of hard to do that. Or I guess they could do that, but in order to be a pink lantern, you have to create a female character.
Welcome to the
And
Dr. Brain Therapy Center.
Yeah, so because I know probably that people in this game that are female characters in the game, it's probably guys playing as them, which I find that pretty weird. But it's their choice. But this power is really nice. Red's my favorite color, and I just really love it. It's just really nice. I just like it. It just covers up the whole ground in red. Spew like you just threw up. This is pretty sweet. Like, I know red lanterns in the comics are more like kind of like villains, because you kind of go evil. But when you look at it too, it's more like you're angry and you got rage and you're like pissed off. So it's like an aggressive power. So, and you kind of, I guess with this power, you don't really, like with the red lantern powers, you don't really build a construct. You like spit, like spill out power, which is more different than the green yellow lanterns, which it's still really cool. And I noticed in this DLC, they also changed the glow back to being really bright. I don't know for what reason. I think maybe because some people may have complained that the glow was too light. I got used to it being a little bit lighter. I thought it was alright. I thought it was kind of cool. But I don't know. It's whatever you prefer, but it doesn't really bother me if it's too bright or too light. I think that, but one suggestion I should say is they should lighten the brightness of the glow, like the size of it, just a little bit smaller, like not too small, like kind of to where it you can like an outline more. I don't know, it's kind of hard because I think they have copyright issues. So maybe that's why they made it put it back to really bright. So when you maybe because only what DC will allow them to do or whatever. Cause I know you can get lantern gear, but I don't know if I have to do T5 mission. If I do, that's gonna take me a long time. Cause T3 and higher, it takes you a long time. Like I would have to spend 10-20 hours a day every day playing this just to get all the gear that I want, just playing with random people. Cause like a couple of days ago I was playing this with my Green Lantern character, and I was trying to level him up and get him better gear, and I was struggling to get through the mission, and I was getting kicked out because they thought I sucked. Well, I'm kind of weak because I'm trying to level up my character, and half the people that kept going into the alert weren't even any better than I was, so I don't know why they're kicking me out. I was doing whatever I could to help them out because I know how to play with the lantern, Green Lantern and the Yellow Lantern powers really well. And I did my part as a controller, and I was doing the best I could to keep everyone's power maxed out and keep it from getting low, but it's like whatever. And that's why I want my own league, because I would be playing with people that watch my videos, that appreciate that I like this game, and that want to work together, because it's really hard trying to work with people that are they're kind of like jerks. Like even here, I was playing with the guy that was freaking out. He's like, "How come we can't get through this? Do you guys know what the hell you're doing?" And I knew what I was doing, and I don't always have my mic connected to my PlayStation because I don't feel like talking to every single person that I come across, because half of them get annoying and then they get disrespectful, and they're like, "Well, what the hell are you freaking doing?" They're like yelling at me, or I don't even know if they are or not sometimes, because they're just yelling at everybody that's in there, and they're like, "Do you know what the hell you're doing?" Or "Go this way." Like they think they know what they're doing, which really, before they even talk about knowing what they're doing, or think they know what they're doing, make sure your loadout is correct. Make sure that it isn't you that is screwing everything up. Make sure that the person that you're saying that you think doesn't know what they're doing. Like someone like me, I know for sure what I'm doing, because I've been playing this game for a really long time, and I started on the PC side of it before I got me a PS3 a year ago. So it's been about a year now since I had my PS3. And I have the special edition white PS3. So I wish they made it. I don't know if they did made a red PS3 or not, but if I haven't seen one, or never cared to even look it up. But I should have gotten one, but if they did made one. But it doesn't matter. I got white because I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, there's a white PS3, so I'm getting it." Just because I've always had, when the PS2 came out, I had like two different versions of the PS2. I had, when it first came out, it was really fast, and it was always black. So when I saw a white PS3, I was like, oh, I'm getting that one. Because it's just special edition, so I just got it. But yeah, this power is really nice. I just like it a lot. And I'm doing okay with the group that I'm in now. We're not doing too bad. We're doing alright. Not struggling too much right now. At this point, I got knocked out once so far, and I'm doing alright. Yeah. See, we're at the point where we're fighting Scarecrow now, and it's pretty intense. Fighting all of his hallucinations. It's really funny because I'm a Rage Lantern, and they're actually don't have any fear or anything, so they're like got more like because both of the power types of this is anger and punishment, which is pretty cool. Well, I can't wait for the part 2 if they're gonna add blue lanterns, because I think that would be alright and enough to have 4 different types of lanterns. If they don't come out with white or black. Black would be sweet though, or white, because yeah, red's my favorite color, but the reason why I like the black and white lantern is because in the comics that I've seen and read a little bit about in some of the comics, the white, like Batman at one point becomes a white lantern or something. Yeah, I think that's pretty sweet. I like the white lantern logo. It's way better than the red lantern logo. And it's got more like it's just really nice. And even the white lantern logo is pretty cool. So I think, but I'm guessing they're probably gonna add, maybe they might be adding orange lantern powers.
Hello?
Because
I'm afraid I'm
for the
busy
Christmas they had for the Christmas special event that happens during Christmas, they have Larfy, whatever you pronounce him. He's in the game, and he's an orange lantern. He's like the leader of the orange lanterns, and orange lanterns are kind of like evil, so it's kind of hard because to say with red, because red is evil, but I guess it's, in a way it's kind of good but more evil. It's kind of hard to look at it. For me, as a hero, I'd see it more as an evil. So far, what I see for the lanterns as heroes, of course the green lanterns, but like white, black, maybe black is evil, but like white, yeah, white is heroes, and then pink is heroes, purple is heroes, orange, villains, and then I know for sure like the blue lanterns, those have to be heroes, and it would be cool for the blue lantern to be healers. So yeah, blue, it makes sense to have blue, so you can have all different types of lantern powers. So you can have a whole team of lantern. One that's red, that's a tank. One that's green, that's a controller. One that's every power can go damaged. So all you need is like 4 different types. Like all you need is like a healer lantern, a tank lantern, and a controller lantern. Like 3 different types, and the 4th one is going to be whoever chooses to switch to damage. They made two lanterns so far as controllers, the green and yellow. It makes sense in a way that yellow is kind of a controller because the tank, yeah. So, but red lantern powers right now is just really nice as a tank. It's really sweet. you can get that tank filled with it.
Fear is the only cure.
But I just like it. You spill out your power and you spit. It's just really cool that it covers up the ground, a certain part of the ground, and it kind of brings out that smoky red smoke. It's like really cool. It's just really nice. You can also do like a chain construct where you smack with the chain, but I was playing around with that power, and there's like 2 different versions of the power, and I kind of felt like it's better to have the Red Lantern spit out their power. So this is the way I have it now, is where mostly he's spitting out his power, and then one power I can do like the whole thing where it shoots a beam at him, so I can shoot the beam at the enemy.
No! Stay away from me!
That took a bit of time, a little bit. This is a pretty long alert.
This is Batman.
Fighting here at the hospital. It's a pretty long Gotham Hospital alert. This one, because I actually was in here for like an hour, and I cut part of the video down so that I like started recording it like in the middle, so I cut it down some, and then so that because I didn't really want to go for like an hour and 2 minutes, so I was in here for like a while. Yeah, so I'm cutting this down a lot now as I'm going along here. We're going down over here to where we fight all 3 of them now. Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Scarecrow.
It was an ambush.
The goal when you do this is to destroy Scarecrow first, then Poison Ivy, then Mr. Freeze, because Mr. Freeze is like the hardest. And you can go in whatever order when you fight him separately, before you fight him all at the same time in the end. But really, the way you should do it is you always fight Scarecrow first, then Poison Ivy, then Mr. Freeze. But when you're doing it at the end, it's more important that you fight Scarecrow, then Poison Ivy, then Mr. Freeze. Because when you start off and you're fighting them separately, it doesn't really matter. But Scarecrow is like the easiest to kill. And then one person wanted to leave, so we had to get another person into this, which is kind of stupid. He's been in here for a while, and he leaves towards the end. I hate when that happens. That's another reason why we struggle. I struggle a few times to beat half these alerts, because people enter in, then they leave, then they enter, and then they leave, then they enter, and then they leave. And then I was in here for like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, they just kick me out because they assume it was me, because now I'm probably like the weakest one on the team now. It's like, or in the group. It's like, come on. We were doing fine the entire time, then somebody has to leave in the middle. It's like, at least warn us. If you don't have a mic, they got a chat thing for you to chat. The text box area for you to chat. Write it down and it'll highlight in yellow. Type it in. And I know it's kind of hard to wait, but I will wait. Like I will wait for you as long as you're not just sitting there because you're like just ignoring or not paying attention. But I will wait for a few minutes. And if you're actually sitting there and not doing anything, then I will opt to kick you out. So I won't kick you out if you're failing, unless your loadout is really bad, like your inventory. Then I may kick you out if you're screwed up or you're not listening to me and I tell you to like change it. That's why I'd rather just have my own league. And like I said, I like to call it subsistence, because it'd be really nice. It'd be a lot easier for me. because I can work with the same people that are all the time, that watch my videos and stuff, that understand that I know this game, and we can work together and help each other out. Like, if you just start playing this game, I can even help you out to level up to level 30 really fast, because I don't mind helping you complete the missions. I've done it many times, creating new characters, and it's actually more fun to be at level 30 and help out another person trying to level up, so that they can get to where I'm at, and then they can help me out, so we can help each other out. That's pretty much what this game is all about, is working together in a team. That's what most MMO games are anyway, especially a game like this one. But it doesn't work when you're playing with random people all the time, because half of them are very cocky and rude and start getting pissed off out of nowhere. Like, come on now. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, for my heroes, I like to call my league subsistence. And if it's not taken, I don't believe it is. Hopefully it's not. I haven't tried. We have to be in a group. Like, I need at least one person in my group to start it. And then anyone else, if they want to join, they can just I can either invite them into my league, or they can ask me, and then I can invite them in. But just add me as a friend if you want to start the league with me and join in. Just add me as a friend, and then if you see me online in the game, because it'll say that I'm online, like, go to your friends, and if you need me to show you how to do that, I'll show you how to do that. Just ask me in the comments below this video. I'll put in the description box. I'll put the names of my characters, all 5 of them. Right now, I have, like I said, 3 of them are lanterns, but one's a villain, which is Coreplex. He's my yellow lantern. So I got 4 heroes. So if you want to play with me, but if you want, wherever gets with me first gets dibs. I'll make you like, you can make like different people like a certain rank in your league. Like, the first person that helps me create it will be able to manage part of it, help. But I would only want you to invite like people that I can trust, like people that want to work together and work as a team, and we have good tanks. Because really, I do not want too many DPS. If I get a league started, I do not want too many DPS people. Only limited few. I want you to focus on, if you want to be DPS, you also have to be able to go to your other roles when needed. That's the only way I would allow DPS in my league. Because you can't just be DPS and DPS only. That's all I have to say about that with DPS. But like me, I have one of each. A DPS, which is my Green Lantern, because he's gonna be my DPS and controller. He's gonna do both. So I'm working on getting him to do both. But what would make things go a lot faster is I can get both the gear, both types of gear, like both controller gear and DPS gear, if I have a league of people that I'm playing with all the time in each mission. If I'm playing with random people, it's really, really, really hard. It's gonna take a lot of hours to get through than it would if I'm playing with the same people all the time.
Watch the suit.
Because I just really get pissed off when people kick me out when I'm trying to level up my character. And with as many hours and how much time I've played this game, I should be like, my CR should be like at 100 by now. but when I'm playing with random people, it's really hard.
Promised, and I have failed.
So we destroyed him on the first try, which is pretty neat. A couple times I did this before I became this power, the Red Lantern Rage. I was my Earth tank and I struggled a little bit.
Good timing.
So I came in second place. I did pretty good damage and good amount of power I used. I didn't give any power out to any of my teammates, but I shared some of my, I did some healing and all that. And some of the damage that was taken was given to me. So that's pretty much it on this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more gameplay videos. And that's it. And I'll talk to you guys later in my next gameplay. Subscribe for more gameplay videos. I work really hard on my gameplays. I create my own intros and everything that I do for my videos. So it means a lot when you click that like button and you subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. And like I said, that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.
Don't try to stop me.
I'll be back.